Hi guys, Cassie here. It's been a while since I have done a video at all. This video is going to be part update, part haul, part what I've been reading, what's been going on. So, I started my channel in October of last year and I only posted like 2 videos, which is kind of sad. But the reason that I only posted 2 videos is because I guess I just had this feeling that if I was going to make videos that I had to look perfect and my filming area had to look perfect and I had to say the right things and be the right way, or I just shouldn't do it. I also had a lot of life stuff get in the way, and I think I used that more of an excuse just to not do it. My life is not perfect. I'm a mom of a 6-year-old. I'm a wife. I have a lot of things going on, and on top of that, in December, we also got a brand new puppy, and he's really a handful. He's super sweet. Insert a pic here. He's adorable, but he is a lot of work, and that's still no excuse. So going forward, I decided that I'm just going to film videos. This is about as good as it gets. Most of the times, I look like a wet, sleepy, drowned rat, and my house is not perfect. I'm actually sitting next to piles of clothes that I currently need to put away. It's life. Life happens. Life is messy. It's not scripted. It's not set in stone, and we just roll with it. So if I'm going to do these videos, then I'm just gonna be me. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. And if you do, great. Hopefully you talk to me about books. So the next part is I want to tell you about my channel and what I plan on doing. Hopefully I plan on doing reading vlogs. I've been watching a lot of reading vlogs, and I think that for the way that my life is, planning a video and sitting down and just doing it really isn't going to work. I think that doing little clips each day and then each Monday posting a video from the previous week of that reading vlog will work best. So the next part I want to go into is a haul. This last week I went to my library's book sale shop, and I also went to the comic book store twice. So I have, and I ordered a lot of books on Thrift Books. I got 3 of them, and there's a whole bunch more coming. So when I get those in, I will show you guys. So the first ones I'll show you are some of the ones I got from the thrift store and the book sale shop. So the books that I got from that are The Renegade's Heart by Claire Delacroix. It's this one. It's book 1. I've never read this. It looks interesting, so I grabbed it. The other one is A Curse and Smoke, a novel of Pompeii by Vicky Alvier Schechter. We should not be allowed to pronounce names. What's this one? Unicorn Bride by Claire Delacroix. Hey, I didn't even know those were the same, to be perfectly honest. I picked it up because it said Unicorn Bride, and I was like, what in the double H-E double hockey sticks is this? And so I picked that up. The other one is by Linda Howard, which I've read a couple of her books, but I did not know that she did like the silhouette romances, like, you know, the little novellas. And this is Rain Tree Inferno, book 1. So hopefully if I like this one, I can get a hold of the other ones. And then James Patterson's The Zoo. I've read James Patterson's Angel Experiment series, which I need to go back and reread because I recently just got the rest of the book in the series. When I was younger, I read, I think, the first 3 or 4 books, and then they came out with other ones, and I never went back, and now I own the whole series, and I need to read that. Sorry for being so up close to the camera there. So those were the ones I got from the book sales shop and from a thrift store. Now, the first time I went to the comic book store was we were just there looking around, and I am a humongous Harley Quinn fan. If I can do this. Ooh, as I dropped the phone and everything. Okay, apparently we can't do this. This is why editing is important, which I don't really know how to do. I think I broke it. Whoops. Hold on. There we go. Also, FYI, there's really not going to be a whole lot of editing in my videos. Again, life is messy. Life cannot be edited, and things happen, and you just roll with it. I don't have time for a bunch of editing or to learn how to insert fancy little things in my videos. Honestly, I just want to be here on YouTube. I want to be able to talk about books. I don't have a lot of people in my life that I can talk to about books. Hopefully people will watch my videos and talk to me about books, but if they don't, they don't. I still like making the videos, especially without all the pressure to be something I'm not, or to install a bunch of time in something that I just don't have the time to do, but I still want to do. So it is what it is. But again, I'm a huge Harley Quinn fan. I was trying to show you up on this shelf here. Oops. Are all my graphic novels and comics, and I own a lot of Harley Quinn. And so we were at the comic book store, and I happened to come across these, and I was so excited. It's called Old Lady Harley, and it's a 5-comic miniseries. I have the first 4, and the 5th one comes out this Wednesday, which I'm going to go pick up so that I have it. And I'm super excited to read these. I love Harley Quinn. The 3 books that came in from Thrift Books already that I picked up were Article 5 by Kristen Simmons, and 2 of the program books by Suzanne Young, The Epidemic and The Remedy. I already own the treatment and physical copy, and then I have a couple of them on my iPad ebooks. I have never read any of them, but I wanted to own them all. It sounds like a really good series. And then the second time I went to the comic book store this week was because this weekend our comic book store that we have is amazing. And every once in a while they do this thing called their yard sale, and everything is super, super cheap. And so I got lucky and I found some things that I wanted. One was the graphic novel Grimm's Fairy Tales, and it's Robin Hood, but it's a gender bender. And Robin is a girl. And I've seen this before and really wanted to read it, so I got that for $2. Can't beat that. And the other one I picked up is One Moment in Time, The Amazing Spider-Man. And this was also $2. And it says, once upon a time, Peter Parker and Mary Jane Watson gave up their marriage to save Aunt May's life. Now the story of what really happened on their wedding day can be told. I have never read any Spider-Man comics. I never really cared for Spider-Man until the very most recent Spider-Man movies. I think he is the perfect Spider-Man. I think they do really well with that, considering Spider-Man is a teenager and he should be a fumbling, bumbling, everyday teenager. And I've never liked Spider-Man movies. I always thought they were horrible until the most recent one, which, shame on me, I can't actually tell you his name because I don't know the person who plays him, but I love him. Same with Flash. I don't feel like those characters would just snap into being superheroes and all would be la-di-da. I feel like they would have struggles. They would still be teenagers. They'd still have normal teenage things happening. Anyways, this was the One Moment in Time. And so I'm excited to read this. This looks really, really good. You know, it's Spider-Man. And I love it. And I love romance stories, so right up my alley. The next 3 books that I got are the Robert Kirkman and I'm not even going to try to say that, but they are the spin-off novels to The Walking Dead. So they take place in the Walking Dead universe, but they are original stories. And I've got The Fall of the Governor Part 1 and Part 2. And then The Road to Woodbury. And so me and my husband are going to read these. We're huge Walking Dead fans. And even though we haven't finished the comics, I believe the last time we read any of the Walking Dead comics, we were on issue 67 or 68. So we're still ways behind, but we plan on picking them back up. And so I picked those up because I knew that eventually one day that we would read them. Don't me, I'm just trying to put all this together so I can move it again. And then I have 4 orders from Thrift Books coming eventually. There's a manga series, the only manga series that I've ever read that I actually enjoyed. It's called Mars. And I read the first 3 or 4 books when I was a teenager, and then my library got rid of that series for some reason. And so I've always wanted to read it. It's a 16-book series, and I've got the first 13 coming. And so I'm really excited about that. And then I also got the missing books that I'm missing in the Vampire Academy series because I've been watching a lot of Hannah from The Rainy Reader. And she's got me wanting to read that series so bad. So I'm excited for that to come in. I forget all the other books I ordered. There was a lot of them. But I'm excited for those to come in. I just finished reading the Touch Saga by... Hold on. I want to say it's Elise A. Amor. Is that what it's Elise A. Amor? Something like that. It was a 6-book series, I believe. It was a bundle from Kindle Unlimited because Kindle Unlimited sent me an email and they offered me Kindle Unlimited. It was around Christmas for 3 months for $1. And so I could not pass that up, but it was the, Elise S. Amor. Sorry about the glare. There we go. And I read the whole series. And I'm really glad I read it because the very ending of the series is one of the best endings that I've read in a really long time. But that being said, I almost didn't finish the series. I did not read the 2 novellas that are inside the series that give backstories on the 2 main characters. And sometimes the main chick in the story bothered the crap out of me. I can't say why for sure, and some parts were really slow. There were some problems with it without going into spoilers, but overall it was a really good read, even though I skim read some parts of it because it got really slow and like dragged on. It was worth it to me to keep reading, so I finished that. And then what else? I've been listening to, I'm not really big on audiobooks. I've tried many times, but have never really been able to get into them. But I decided that I was going to give it a shot. And one of the ones that I've heard is really good and I thought would be great because it's actually voiced by the person who wrote it is the Yes Please by Amy Poehler. And so I started listening to that on audiobook and I have like two hours left on it. I'm almost finished with it. And that is actually really good. I'm actually really happy that I picked that up. I did not think I was going to like it. I love Amy Poehler, but I just didn't think that I'd be able to get into an audiobook. I tried. My husband is a huge fan of the Dresden Files, and he's a huge fan of audiobooks. He loves them. He'd rather listen to an audiobook than read, and physically read the book. And so I tried listening to the audiobooks of the Dresden Files with him and I just couldn't get into it. I have a hard time listening to an audiobook and doing something else. I feel like I can't pay attention and that I miss things. But with this, it's really an easy read. I've got like 2 hours and 21 minutes left. And it is really good. She is hilarious, and I'm really glad I picked it up, and hopefully this is the start of me being able to listen to audiobooks. That being said, I also got Mortal... I don't know why it plays every time I click on it. I also got Mortal Engines by Philip Reeve, And I'm 2 hours and 21 minutes into the book, so almost halfway. And honestly, at this point, I'm thinking about DNFing it. I don't like the main character, Tom. I do like Hester. I think that's her name. The girl with the scars. And I really like her. But there isn't really much to her character, and you don't get to see a lot of her yet, and I'm not sure if it really gets any better. If you've read the book, please leave me a comment. Let me know if it's worth sticking around and drudging through this for whatever comes next. I also started listening to After by Anna Todd. I'm only like 20 minutes in, and that's because when I originally read the After series, it was on Wattpad, and I know they changed some things, and the movie's coming out in April, and I really do want to go see that, and so I decided that I'd listen to it on audiobook because I'm in the car a lot, and it's good to have something to listen to. I really like it, and I think hopefully if I just keep listening to audiobooks, I'll get more into it, and I'll have an easier time with it. Me and my husband are reading the Throne of Glass series. We're like 70th pages in. He does not like to physically read, so what we do is we sit in the living room, and he does his own thing, whether it's playing a video game or doing D&D stuff, like making characters and stuff, and I sit there and I read out loud. And so we've really been enjoying that so far. We did have one issue in the very first book. They used the word swagger, and it like kind of kicked us out of the story because we just were like, hey, wait, what? But we kept reading, and we're gonna keep reading, and hopefully it picks up a little bit. It seems a little bit slow, but I really do like Selena. She's one of the best characters I've read in a long time, and so I'm really excited to keep reading. And then me and my daughter are reading the Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan. Oh, that's how you say his name. We actually watched the movies like a year or two ago, and she really liked them. I really liked them. We all did. But I'd never read the series because I was a little bit too old for it when it came out, and I just never picked it up. So this is a really neat way for me to be able to read it with her, and we're really enjoying it. We're only a couple chapters in right now. We just started it the other day. We don't get to read every day just because she has a lot of homework that she does when she gets off school, and so as long as we have time, we read. She's not a big reader. She fights and argues, so I'm trying to find exciting books to get her more into reading. And right now, that's all about it. I'm excited. Tejan has a new book coming out on the 4th, I believe. It's about Kai. I forget the actual name of it. Shame on me. One of my favorite authors. I should know the name of that book, but I don't. And so I'm super excited for that. I am hoping to pick that up when it comes out, probably on ebook. And then again, just waiting for my other books to come in. Again, I plan on doing one video a week and posting on Mondays, and you'll get the video from the previous week. They'll be messy. There'll be incorrect words in them, incorrect sentences. I'll be looking like a mess. Just took a shower. But I'll be here. I'll be talking about books, and I really hope you'll join me. Have a good night, guys. I'll update. Oh, yeah, see? Mistakes. I'll update you again soon. Today was day 1. It's Monday. Forgot to tell you that. It's like 10:27 at night. But hopefully I'll have another update for you tomorrow. Good night. Hi, guys. It's February 28th. It's Thursday. It is, if I could show you, it's 2:14 in the afternoon. It's been a couple days since I've updated you. Let's see. We got a new car, and so that took a whole day. It was a whole process. And then, what else happened? Oh, yesterday, the night before yesterday, Monday night? Tuesday night? Tuesday night. I don't know. Yesterday was Tuesday. Monday night, my phone exploded. And I had to take it to go get it fixed, and I actually had to go to the phone place 3 times, and it's still not exactly fixed, but at least it works, kind of. So I still have to go back there. So I haven't really had time to update, but I wanted to come on here and tell you guys what I've been reading and what's been going on. So first of all, I actually got 2 out of the 13 volumes of Mars that I ordered. I'm a little worried because in the same order there was 2 more. There was 1 and 3, and the tracking information on those has not updated. And I ordered everything through Thrift Books, and I've never had that happen before, so I'm a little bit worried that 1 and 3 are not going to show up. Of course the first book wouldn't show up because I need that one the most. But I'm really excited that I got those. And then yesterday night, was it like yesterday evening, I finished the Yes Please by Amy Poehler audiobook. That was really, really good. I don't think it's something I'd ever read again, but she had a lot of cute life advice, good life advice, and she's really, really funny, so that was really cool to listen to, and I'm glad I finished that. I have not listened to any more of the Mortal Engines, is that what it is? Mortal Engines by Philip Reeves. I don't think it's my thing. I want to like it. I wanted to go ahead and read it before I watched the movie, but I just can't seem to get into it, and I have no interest of going back to it, especially since I've been listening to After by Anna Todd. Like I said, I read this when it was on Wattpad, and I believe, if my information is correct, when they took it from Wattpad and it got published elsewhere, some of the things were changed. And of course, it's been years and years and years since I've read it. So, I've read about 11 hours of it, and I've got like 5 hours left. I believe I was on like chapter 60 something when I listened to it this morning. And that's been really, really good. I really, really like that. I'm probably going to listen to the whole series on audiobook. I'm actually excited that I'm actually starting to like the audiobooks. I think what it was is that the speed rate was too low when I was listening to audiobooks before, because I put the rate of speed up to 2 times the normal rate, and I seem to be liking that better. But I do know that when I read, like by myself and not out loud, I read really, really fast. So that might be why I was having issues with that. I really want to read something on Kindle Unlimited because I have that until March 18th. But ever since I finished the Touch Saga by Elisa, I think it's Elisa A. Amor, I think that's her name, I haven't really found anything else that I really am too keen on reading. There's a lot of physical books I now want to read, but I want to use up as much of my Kindle Unlimited as I can before it runs out. I feel like I'm wasting it if I'm not reading something on there right now. So if you have any suggestions of any really good Kindle Unlimited books that I could read, just put them in the comments down below. I'm hoping some of my other books from Thrift Books come in today. I would really like to get the first one of Mars because I'd really like to read that. I don't think I can start with 2. I don't really remember a lot. Like I said, I read like the first 3 books a really long time ago, and I'd really like to start with 1. Just my luck. I say a lot. I'm not going to edit that out. Sorry. Again, real life. What else? I think that's about it for today. The only other thing is I really need to start reading something, either an ebook or a regular book. It's been a couple days and I just can't seem to find something that I want to read. I don't know if that means I'm in a reading slump or what. I'm really engrossed into After. It is really good. I kind of just want to listen to it all the time. I've got 5 hours left. I spend a lot of time in the car between taking my husband to and from work and my daughter to and from school. So hopefully I'll be able to finish it soon. And then I'll move on to the next book. I think I'm just going to keep with that series since I seem to like it so much. I can't remember, but I'm really hoping there's a happy ending to this, or at least a good ending. I feel like I remember a lot of turmoil, and not just this book, but even the later books, and so I'm a little apprehensive of that. I can't even remember, because it was Wattpad, if I actually finished all the books, and I do have the ebooks of Before, After, and Landon's story, but I've never read those because I couldn't really remember everything that happened from the original series, and I wasn't sure if that would be important going into the other ones. So once I finish listening to all of these, I'm going to move on to those. Maybe not right away, but I will move on to them soon. And I do plan to see the After movie in theaters in April. So that'll be fun. Well, I think that's it for my update for today, guys. Plus my camera is getting wonky here. Hope you have a good Thursday, and hopefully I'll be back tomorrow with another update. Bye. Hi guys, it's Cassie here. We're on Saturday, March 2nd. I did not update every day like I wanted to, but life. I did get some new books. I already put them away on my shelf, so I'm just gonna kind of show you. So I do now have books 1 through 6 and 10 of Mars. There we go. And I'm waiting on book 7 and then 9, 11, 12, and 13. They did not have book 8, but my wonderful husband did assure me that by the time I got to book 8, I would have book 8. So there's that. I also have gotten, if I can do this without making you guys dizzy, I also have gotten one of the Vampire Academy books that I needed, and even though of course I don't really need them, we went book shopping today, so I got The Chemist by Stephenie Meyer. I have a lot of books. Again, I haven't really been reading a whole lot. I have like 20 minutes left of my audiobook of After. I almost forgot the name of it. And then I'm going to be starting on the second one. And me and my husband are about 100 pages in on Throne of Glass. What else? Kind of in a reading slump. I still have Kindle Unlimited. Still can't figure out what I should read. Nothing really jumps out at me. I kind of really, since I've been buying a lot of physical books lately, I kind of really want to start reading one of those. But I just don't know what to read. And I don't want to waste my Kindle Unlimited. I have like, 16 more days. I could read a couple books in that time. I think that's going to be the last clip for this week. Go ahead and edit and post by Sunday night. Let me know in the comments below what other things you guys want to see, what you want to hear about, and hopefully by next week I'll be in a better reading situation. I'll be reading more things. Alright, hope you guys have a good weekend, or are having a good weekend by the time you see this. Your weekend will be over, and I'll see you in my next vlog. Bye.